It's the first Monday of October, one of my favorite months. Happy October, magic friends. I'm still Paul. It's the first Monday of October, my favorite month. I'm still in Florida, so it's so ridiculously hot outside, but I am a fan of autumn in the Midwest. I should do a Magic Mondays road trip. You feel me? My Midwest Magi? What up? Also, shout out to my biggest fan, Sarah. Happy B-Day. There's a lot going on. This is an exciting month. Episode 6. This is going to be pretty straightforward. I am going to review a movie that I watched, enjoyed, and was moved by. So clearly you should all watch it. Seriously. It's a DVD, but it can be streamed on Amazon Prime and I'm sure by now some other digital outlets. It's by Ronald Paul Wilson or R. Paul Wilson or W, maybe even just Mr. It's called Our Magic by Paul Wilson, and it's a must-watch for every magician. In fact, if you've been in magic for a long time or just now getting into it, I'm making it a required watch. So Paul Wilson traveled the world and interviewed 30 influential magicians in our fun little community. It made a very insightful, uplifting, and serious documentary about our craft. I'm sure as you can tell from the title, it's not an outsider's perspective of magic. This is our magic, so it's magicians critiquing our own art form. I think it's nice to see a film represent magic in a way that's uplifting and also in a very serious form. I also love how collaborative the documentary was. It appears to be a Kickstarter campaign and joint effort by Dan and Dave Buck and Paul Wilson. And there were some other influential producers attached to this project as well, which was nice to see. It's great to see these names coming together to uplift and help out our craft in a meaningful way. One of the reasons I'm actually drawn to magic is the community itself. There's a welcoming that's inherently associated with the magic brotherhood. While our community is dysfunctional, we are at least usually friendly and inviting, because I think most of us get into magic for generally the same reason. So we are all usually easily relatable. So I'm just now starting to get active again on the online magic communities, and unfortunately I'm seeing more and more magician hating, which I find usually very unproductive, and it's not really furthering anyone's magic or knowledge of magic. For instance, Brad Christian is an executive producer of this documentary. He also owns Illusionist and has created his own training DVD starring himself when he first launched his company. I saw a thread online about this film, and in particular how Brad Christian was an executive producer, and there was just a lot of bashing and hating on him, which is absolutely fine to have your opinion. It's also currently legal to express that opinion, so I'm going to express mine. My first magic DVDs were from Illusionist, and I am absolutely glad that I was trained by Mr. Brad Christian. My intuition tells me he cares deeply about magic as an art form, proper training, and performing. One great example is on Mark D'Souza's Shapeshifter DVD, produced by Illusionist. After Mark explained his style of performing it, Brad came on and explained his. And what I loved was he gave a reasoning for every single one of his moves that made sense. And he properly encouraged practicing and the effort to get it done perfectly every time. That's one example, and there are plenty more. Like on Crash Course 2, the side notes he gave about practicing and performing were phenomenal. Even to someone that's been in magic for a long time, but especially to a beginner. These are theories that usually aren't given on DVDs at all. The point of me saying this is not to defend Brad Christian. He doesn't need it. It's even deeper than that thread post that got me started on this topic. The point is that we should be spending more time and effort trying to advance our craft, instead of wasting your time and energy on bringing it down. Again, you're legally able to express your hatred of certain magicians. But next time, please try this first. Let's use Chris Angel as an example, because it's easy and most of us have very strong opinions about him. Anytime you're tempted to hate on him publicly, instead use that hate as fuel for yourself. Fuel to create your own TV series and do it better. Perhaps you hate a certain magic shop. Create your own and make it better. It's all about perspective. One of the things I took away from this documentary was joining together as a brotherhood. I hope I can play a part in making that become more of a reality. Let's go down a little bit more. Go enjoy the rest of your Monday and watch Our Magic by Paul Wilson. You will not regret it. See you next Monday. Peace.